got the baddest motherfucker on two wheels. This guy put down Ronnie Mack, and that dude, Ronnie Mack, I thought he's unbeatable. Stank owns that guy. Stank dog, what up, dude?
What up, brother? How you been, dude?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. I was so pumped for you out there. First off, what the hell made you decide to try riding a 125 in this age? Because those tracks, I mean, they're so big. They build that shit for torque. Like, what made you decide to do it?
Yeah, I didn't want to do it all the way just because I know how sketchy it is. The tracks are modern day, built for four strokes. But I'm the two-stroke guy. I have to give the fans what they wanted. I've been doing it for outdoors for a while now, and it's kind of my last year racing professional. So I said, why not go out with a bang and just ride the two-stroke and just give the fans what they want, really.
Oh, dude, that's I didn't know it was your last season. That's huge. That's big. I remember I think it was 16. Remember that giant triple step up that you hit on the 125 at Glen Helen?
Yeah, that thing was that jump at Glen Helen. I was scared to hit it, but I just put the bike in the highest gear and went as fast as the bike can go and just jumped it.
Well, and then to even top that, you did a heel clicker. I'm like, no way. Are you kidding? That's so Stank.
Yeah, it was a perfect jump for the heel clicker, man. It was like everything the bike had, but it was like I had all the time in the world in the air.
Oh, that's cool. So I got to ask, what's your plan for the year? Are you going to finish out the Supercross series? Are you riding outdoors? Are you doing any arena cross? What's the plan?
My plan for the rest of the year is to do the West Coast on the 125. And then I wanted to do the East Coast on the 252 stroke in the 450 class and, get my feet wet in that one. And, maybe towards the end of the year, maybe make a main event on the 252 stroke. I don't know when the last time that's been done. I haven't done much research. I've been doing most of the research just on the 125 stuff. And then no arena cross. I was hopefully going to try to get one or two of those in, but with the schedule, it's looking like that we're just going to race the Supercross and then definitely do motocross. And we're going to do motocross on the 125 two-stroke again on the Husky still. And Luke Rensland, he stole my point last year that I was carrying since 2016. So I got to come back for it.
Nice. I like it. I'm glad you're going to do the outdoors, dude. In the outdoors, you got a serious following. Every time you go around the track, you see people run, dude, there's a 125 and he's in qualifying. Yeah, it's badass. Okay. Now to the drama. After this glorious moment that had everyone in the house, I don't even care who you were. If they knew who you were, they're just like, that dude on the 125 made it. You got the crowd eating out of the palm of your hand. You take to Instagram and let some guys have it. What was your purpose for that?
Just the whole thing behind is there's been a lot of smack talking for like the last couple of years between a few of the people over there on that show and stuff. And, it's just, I'm fed up with it over the years. There's other riders that have been fed up with it. Their analysis show, I get what they do. They analyze us riders and comment about us riders, but at the same time, like in my opinion, to put it nicely, basically, I feel like his show is outdated, and a lot of us are, a lot of new shows are coming up, and I feel like he's threatened and he just talks a lot of smack on riders. And there's been a lot of riders that have been wanting to say what I've said. They just probably can't because they have a little more, sponsors behind them that would be a little upset. But just kind of upset me, the stuff that they would talk on the show and just, mention things about my personal life and stuff. And, it was, I apologize to Steve for some of the things that I said. We had a conversation this morning. We pretty much squashed everything, but I just, pretty much said, don't mention me on his show and I won't talk any more shit about him.
Well, and people don't remember. This all started when he didn't even know you. And remember, it started God, it probably would have been 15 or 16 when you did the outdoors the first time, and he started calling you Lobster Claw. Do you remember that?
And that's one thing that I had mentioned to him. And I told him, I'm like, dude, you've been calling me lobster claws for like the last 5 years. Like, pardon my French, but what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I took it and ran with it one time and put it on my graphics for him because he gave me some money. But it's like, dude, like, I can only put up with so much. And it's, just like that, like calling me lobster claws and, other things. It's like, man, writers like that don't like that. And, eventually, you catch me on a high horse and in a good mood, I'm going to talk a little shit.
And dude, you earned the right to talk that shit. Like, you put a 125 in the main the first time since '07. I honestly, I like the way Kiefer handled it. He sent you a message that said, you know what, dude, you shut me up. You have the right to say F you. And I think that's funny. That's cool. That's because Kiefer's a badass. But in my opinion, the way Mathis handled it, to come back and say, oh, I do all this for you. And my question is, I don't think he's done that much for you, in my opinion. I don't know what he's done for you. And maybe you could elaborate on that. And I know he had something to do with getting you into straight rhythm. Am I right there?
Yes, that's his two things. His two claim to fame is that he got me into straight rhythm and that he got Jim Hawley to give me $500, and then Steve Mathis gave me $500. And he throws that in my face, and it's like, yeah, I'm grateful for that and everything. And yeah, you got me into straight rhythm, but you didn't win straight rhythm for me. And you don't put all this effort in on the bike for me. And, like in our conversation, he even said, like, he was trying to like throw me down that I qualified for the main event, saying that there was a 9-rider pileup in the first corner. And that if there wasn't a pileup, that I probably wouldn't have qualified. And it's like, just little jabs like that. It's like he does little jabs like that to riders all year long. And it's like, eventually those little jabs add up. And like I told him, I said, yeah, he did all this stuff for me, but, sometimes the superhero can become the villain as well. And, he can't play Mr. Nice Guy the whole time.
Well, Stank, just so you know, those jabs, they're not just at riders. That fucker, he's come at me so many times, but he does it in this little, like, such a pussy way.
Yeah, I mean, nothing personal against the guy. He's just doing his job, but at the same time, don't jab at us riders, man. Like, 90% of the industry of the riders, even from the goggle guys to the gear guys to every single past riders, current riders now are literally saying thank you, Stank Dog, for saying that to him.
Yeah, and I'm not even so opposed. Like, I mean, what he said, I remember when he was talking the Lobster Claw stuff. I was actually in studio one time when they were talking about that with Bowers. I was like, I think that's a lot, man. I don't know where you're going with that one, but I think it's okay to talk some shit. But then when it comes back your way, just be a man about it, like Kiefer.
Yeah,
right. And just say,
absolutely.
Hey,
I appreciate Kiefer for manning up.
And I said something about Jalek Swoll a year or two ago. I wrote an article about the 250 class. Now, he didn't deserve his ride, and he won a national. I had him on my show to tell me to fuck off. Like, yeah, it is what it is. That's listen, we're pundits, whatever. We're not always right, but God damn it, when you guys stick it to us, own it. That's it. So yeah, fucking A, Stank Dog. You're the man. You're a goddamn American hero. Good luck in San Diego. Anything else you want to get off your chest? Anyone else you want to tell fuck off?
No more fuck offs. Just just keep the positive vibes from the fans going. And I'm gonna make more main events this year, Steve. And rub it in there a little bit more, Steve. I'm gonna make more main events. Whether it be people crashing or just well riding by me, I'm going to be in more main events this year.
Well, if I remember correctly, at the opening round, you were pretty close till you ate shit, right?
Yeah, I was, I think I started at around 13th in the heat race, and I was running 14th, and then got into a first lap crash with, Trey Fierro, the Spanish champion. And I took us both out on accident, and I came from last to 14th in the heat race. And, I feel like that's a pretty solid ride, you know, it's only 5 spots out. And then in the LCQ, you know, like, if, you know, for granted, I had an okay start. I was in about 9th place and a couple people crashed, and I found my way into 7th. And then I was in 7th before I crossed the white flag, but in the rhythm section before, I'd actually passed 2 riders. So I was going to move into 5th coming in the white flag lap, but I had the get off and got a little sketchy moment there. And then, you know, I did the whole hand up, let the crowd know I'm okay. So, you know, I can't thank the fans enough, you know, for cheering me on week in and week out. And, you know, the whole entire crowd just going bananas. Even at A1 and Oakland, they were going insane for me. So thank the fans, you know, that you guys make me want to do it every weekend.
Dude, I'm sad that it's your last season, but I'm glad you let us know so these fans can just enjoy the stank while you got them, people. So, bro, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this. Kept it positive. I'm glad you and Mathis squashed it, because honestly, it's bigger for both of you when you do that. That's so good. I mean, even though he's probably pissed, he's probably going to get better ratings on his next show than any other show this year so far.
Yeah, his definitely. That's what I wanted to tell him, is that his show tonight will have the highest ratings he's had all year, or even last year.
Well, and then you can tell him you're welcome for all I did for you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right, Stank Dog, you're the man. Thank you for spending some time on a Monday night. I appreciate it. And yeah, good luck in San Diego, brother.
Hey, thank you, Chris. Big shout out to all the sponsors: Motorsport Hillsboro, State of Ethos, Mothership Class, Lonesome Camel, OGO, Oakley Goggles, Alpine Star, Motul. 2 Strokes to Paradise vlog is coming soon, baby.
2 Strokes to Paradise?
2 Strokes to Paradise.
Fucking, when's the first episode drop?
Next week.
Boom. Okay, I'll make sure to share that thing out. Awesome. Thanks, Stank.
Thank you, guys. Later, bro.